When Bella woke up, she was surrounded by the concerned Thibodeau women. Bella rubbed her eyes and sat up on the bed, feeling hazy and confused. Now I know what my fish feel like in the tank at home. Please, Tati, don't stare. Your eyes scare the living orange plum bobs out of me. What the cow plants was that? Juliet immediately busied herself to give the girls an opportunity to talk. I will make dinner for us. Before leaving her bedroom, she pulled Tatiana aside and whispered, Tati, think of the consequences of someone knowing the partial truth of who we are and the whole truth of who we are. The decision is yours. Understand? Who we are is a burden for others to shoulder. Tatiana understood Juliet's concern, but the cat was out of the bag, wasn't it? Her best friend was an eyewitness, no pun intended, to the most recent catastrophe. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that, but I trust Bella Maimi. Juliet nodded in confirmation. And I trust you, mon ange. Bella was tapping her foot behind them, aware of the whispering that just transpired between Tatiana and Juliet. Seriously, Tati, what the heck? As Bella was weakly demanding an explanation, she eyed the figurine on the dresser. OMG. I wasn't dreaming, was I? Bella ran to the corner of the room wide-eyed to glare at the FBI agent that was displayed on Juliet's bedroom dresser. She wanted to touch the statuette but feared what may happen to her if she did. She obviously didn't know how any of this worked. Although Tatiana was grievously embarrassed, she gave Bella room to process the recent events. I promise, if you want to know, I'll tell you everything, but you will probably want to sit down first. Holy pigeon poop, Tati, you're scaring me now. Bella began pacing. I need gum. I feel like I have the Zackleys. Bella checked her pockets for a stick of gum and came up empty. You have the what? Bella semi-covered her mouth in embarrassment. You know, she encouraged, when your breath smells exactly like your rear. Tatiana couldn't help but giggle. Oh my God, Bella, even in the most upside-down scenarios, you still find a way to joke. Bella shrugged her shoulders nonchalantly. What can I say? It's part of my DNA. Gum? She insisted. Truth be told, Bella calmed her anxiety by chewing gum. It was her stress reliever. Tatiana pointed to the immediate area Bella was standing in. Top drawer in the dresser. Bella dove into the top drawer, avoiding staring down the doll, and grabbed her stick of gum. She chewed like she was a starving llama exposed to a field of grass. Okay, now I'm ready. Hit me. Tatiana and Bella sat next to each other on the pouf chairs in front of Juliet's bed, while Tatiana began her short synopsis of her current phase of life. Okay, I'm an immortal witch. Apparently, what supernaturals call a fae. I'm a fallen angel and the Reaper's descendant, to be exact. I found all this out because I accidentally figurined Gunther Jr. at Llama Lighthouse because he tried to take advantage of me. Just recently, you saw me turn Buddy the FBI agent into a creepy doll thingy, which is currently residing on my grandmother's dresser. Gunther Jr. is upstairs on my dresser. I don't know how to control any of this. What's more, I can see things that are happening elsewhere, soon to be future things. If that wasn't bad enough, I will be forced to have a mate chosen for me to which I can only produce one child for, and a girl at that. Not that there's anything wrong with a girl, but the fact that it's chosen for me is just... Bella was unable to really take it all in. Her mouth was ajar and her gum almost spilled out of it. Fluffy Shih Tzu! You are either deranged or I'm dreaming after falling asleep to Twinkle the Vampire Tales. But I can still taste the sugar in my mouth from this horrible old stick of gum. I don't know what to say. It's all so weird, fantastical, and awesome. Tatiana stood up in surprise at her friend's response to her confession. She felt a deep compulsion to defend the gravity of her state of affairs. It isn't awesome, Bella. Far from it. I thought if anyone, you would understand my struggle. I will have very limited control of my life. It's all fully manipulated by the high and mighty Fae, and I won't even get to choose who I fall in love with. I don't even want to fall in love with anyone. She turned to the sky and yelled, "Do you hear me, you sick, demented jerk nozzles?" Bella crossed her arms and lifted her perfectly manicured brows at Tati. "So, tell me how you really feel." "I'm sorry, Tati, if I don't totally understand why you are Professor Grumpalump when you are the one with the most amazing power of the entire universe. You won't ever have to study again. You can see the answers with your third eye, for crying out loud. Anyone who picks on you will have to deal with being a stiffy for the rest of their lives. And as for the love situation," she scratched her head and replied as only a true romantic would, "Okay, maybe that's the only part that sincerely sucks." Tatiana stood in her grandmother's room aghast at Bella's skewed perspective. Clearly, she was not going to win this argument, but she had to try to make Bella understand the severity of all of this. Unbelievable. "Okay, how about this one, Miss I have the coolest powers in the universe? When I become an adult, I will get a visit from Sir Rotsalot, and he will strip me of my immortality, and I will age abruptly." A deep pause occurred as a terrifying realization hit Tatiana. "Oh my God, I will age abruptly." Tatiana ran out of her room frantically, not waiting for a response from her friend, and skidded down the hall into the kitchen where her grandmother was preparing their meal for the evening. Out of breath and heart pounding, she questioned, "Mimey, how old are you? If my hypothesis is correct, you are probably truly in your mid to late 30s, aren't you?" Juliet acted as if Tatiana was not even in the room and continued cleaning the counter where she just chopped her vegetables, non-responsive. "You're ignoring me? The only reason you are ignoring me is because if I'm right, then that would make you my mother, doesn't it?"